What is going on, everybody? It is Craig, and I'm back with a nice little horror video. Which I haven't had too many in a while because I haven't been getting into a lot of horror stuff. But that said, this is a trade, but definitely not your traditional trade. I have been selling a lot of things on eBay. You know, need some money for some stuff, clearing out space in other ways. And I had a figure I put up. And the figure I put up was a custom figure made for me by my buddy Brian Minnick from Last Chance Customs. And I'm just looking around for a sharp knife to open the box as I talk to you. I have tons of Brian's figures, so I have sold down, a few, same way I sold down some distinctive dummies, some evil entities, but I definitely have some choice ones I'm keeping for sure. You can actually see over my shoulder here, this is one of his figures, Black Christmas, the Rocking Chair Death. That is phenomenal. I got a bunch more on the wall here where you can't see them. But so anyway, so I had this particular figure up, and I got an email from the guy saying, "Oh my God, this is really, really cool. Did you make it?" And I told him no, and I gave him Brian's eBay information. He's not on Facebook at the moment, but watch this, Brian. I don't know how to didn't really know how to get a hold of you. But I did tell him he could reach out. I didn't know if he wanted, what he wanted initially. But then as I talked to the guy more back and forth, it turns out he was the director and the writer of this particular movie. And I know you're like, yeah, you fell for that, huh, Craig? No, because everything matches up, and he's in the right continent. Okay, so the figure Brian had made me, and I wish I could put in a screenshot of it. I can't, as long since shipped out, was Charlie's Farm. The your character. And long story short, I went back and forth a little bit. Listen, I told him, listen, I'd love you to have this. I wasn't looking to. I was like, I'll in the auction now for whatever it is. And he just started coming out talking about it, and he's like, hey, listen, I got a bunch of stuff from Charlie's Farm. I told him I liked it. And in this box is a signed Blu-ray of Charlie's Farm by him. Chris Soon is the director's name. I don't know if it's Soon or Son, but he's Charlie's Farm. Boar are the two big ones for me. And then there's another one that I recently found out about. I want to check out about four girls going through the Australian city and 3 serial killers after them. I'll see what that one's all about once I get to it. But Boar and Charlie's Farm is so good. And I got to say this, and I hope if he sees this video, it's not offensive. Charlie's Farm is so good, and Tara Reid is in it. You see sometimes if you see some horror movies, like what is it, Bus Ride to Hell, and oh, Tara Reid, no, I don't know. But it was still fine. It still worked. So in here I have, like I said, a bobblehead signed by Chris Soon, and a DVD Blu-ray signed by Chris Soon, and the bobblehead is interesting for this reason. I saw the bobblehead on the merchandise site years ago, and it was really, they're both cool. I actually need to ask him which one he was sending, so we'll see. I'll find that out with you. But the problem is shipping was so freaking expensive. So it's like you're almost spending more for the order, for shipping, than the order. So I never pulled the trigger on it. But considering I trade the figure, and it really just cost shipping. Shipping to Australia was like $30 some, which is fine. You want tracked, all that. But he had to ship a box. My box was a little bit smaller. I shipped to him. So here we go. We have Chris Soon, signed Blu-ray, Charlie's Farm. And again, if you've never seen Charlie's Farm, it is such a fun slasher film. He's like a more menacing, more imposing figure than Jacob Goodnight was in, obviously Kane, and See No Evil 1 and 2. Think of the big Ken Kozinger Jason. Think of the C.J. Graham Jason. But extra. So then I have that, and then I have this is just a regular one. This is the one that will have the beheadings. I'm not going to open. I think it's signed on the bottom of the base, but this is very cool. This is very cool here. So I have a Charlie's Farm, Slaughter FX, and this is heavy. This isn't one of those plastic baubles. And I have the Blu-ray, and I also feel good about being able to trade the director something that of his own movie, made after his own movie that he hadn't seen before. They thought it was pretty cool. Brian, if you're seeing this, let me know. I'll tell you the guy's name. You could reach out to him if you'd like. You know, maybe there's a collaboration in your future for you with something else with him. I did try to hit you up on Facebook, but you seem to be missing. But anyway, my cat wants to say hello. That's fine. There's actually a dog in our house right now, so he's been hiding out in here, you know, staying away from the dinosaur. Because that's, you know, to him, that's the size of a dinosaur dog. But thanks for checking my video, everybody. I do appreciate it. I definitely have been slacking in that fun as far as videos. I thought about doing some reviews of some films I saw recently that I thought were pretty good. Maybe that'll happen. Those of you who watch this for the comic side, we got some more of that stuff coming soon too. But very cool. Chris Soon. If you've never seen Charlie's Farm, check it out. If you've never seen Boar, check it out. And like I said, the other one I just mentioned, he's actually written and directed like 6 movies, and he has another one coming, I believe, too. So definitely a fun watch if you especially if you're into Australian horror, which is its own genre in many ways, you know, and it is a solid one. And again, Chris, if you're seeing this, again, thank you. Let me know. Hopefully the figure's alive by now for you as well. If not, we can check out the numbers. Have a good day. Peace.